everyone, and welcome to Slip Joint Sawyer. We're going to be talking about Swiss Army knives today, and more importantly, my 5 favourite, most used, best, whichever way you want to put it. These are the 5 that I actually use, so nothing real that fancy. All of them, I've picked standard models because customs not really fair on a lot of people because I can build my own. And I want you all to be able to maybe pick up ones that I've got here and you'll be able to enjoy them as much as I do. Now, I'm going to address something before we get started. My hands are disgusting. I've been doing a lot of stuff over the weekend, and this is glue which has dirtied up my hands and I can't get it off. So, yeah, sorry, just going to have to deal with the dirty hands. But we're going to jump straight into it, but stay around to the very end because there's one in there that I've not really shown off a lot on my channel over the sort of years that you might be surprised at being one of my most used Victorinox Swiss Army knives. So let's jump right into it. So starting off strong, this is the Pioneer. Now this one was a military issue for the Dutch Army, and this is actually my birth year. This was gifted to me by Mikey Newman, and I love this knife. Its simplicity, it's absolutely perfect for sort of everyday carry. It's got everything you need and nothing more. So on this, you'll get the larger sized main blade, with this being a 93mm handle. You get about a 2.7-inch blade, including the tang. Of course, it's that stainless steel that Victorinox used. Nothing fancy. Does it hold an edge forever? Nope. Is it perfect for EDC? Yep, absolutely fine. Victorinox stamp on there. Now, this has been rebladed because the original blade was pretty worn down. It was pretty much like a Wharncliffe, to be honest. This edge was completely straight across here. And Victorinox did the work for me, and it's absolutely perfect now, and I carry it all the time. With the Pioneer, you're also going to get the opening layer consisting of the can opener and the cap lifter. And on the back of that, you're going to get the punch as well, which is one of my favourite tools on the Victorinox Swiss Army knife, especially on these ALOX models, because it works great as a nail cleaner, starting a pilot hole, anything like that. It's beautiful for that. Even maybe if you've lost a bit of weight, or unfortunately if you've gained a bit of weight, it's great for putting a new hole in your belt as well. So that's coming in at number 5. This is the Pioneer. Now you can get a new one without this sort of old cross and stuff and just the Victorinox shield, but this is the one I have and the one I use, so it's in there for me. So the Pioneer being number 1. Well, 5. Next up is one that again was another gift, but you can get it in the silver. This is the Cadet. This one was from Thrifty Kniffy. Now, it's basically a miniature version of the Pioneer minus one sort of tool change, and that tool being one of my favourites as well, which is this sort of inline file. Now, it's great for cleaning up your nails, cleaning out your nails, whatever it wants, but it's actually perfect as well for any sharp edges you get on any little bits of metal, on any bits of plastic. If any of you know, I'm sort of going down the traditional custom route, so I'm making my own sort of scales and things for knives. Any small file adjustments, I've been using these, absolutely perfect because they're not super sharp. They take off very minimal amounts of wood, carbon fibre, micarta, whatever it may be, and they're fantastic for it. Along with that, they are great for getting the scales off of traditional knives. For example, if I use the Pioneer, just sort of putting it between the wood and the liners and just slowly prying it up, and you can just squeeze them off the pins. It's fantastic. And the Cadet, 85mm, I mean, look how slim that is. This would be a perfect office carry, or anything carry really for anyone. The Cadet is absolutely fantastic, and you can actually pick these up on Amazon as well for a reasonable price. They're about mid-30s, I believe. Pioneer's on there as well. I'd imagine that's about the same price. Of course, it will just be in the silver, like the Pioneer, not in the green, because that is a DLT exclusive. But no back tools, you'll notice, with the ALOX models, which some people like, some people are not a fan. I particularly like them. I think it makes them a lot comfier in the hand. So that's number 4 is the Cadet. Coming in at number 3 and 1, because I've only really started carrying it the last couple of months, and it is the Executive. This is my favourite at the moment. It's all I've carried. I've got one in my pocket. It's a little bit customised, so I decided not to show it. But this is the one I sort of carry every day. Exactly the same. I've just put some Wenge scales on it, and it lives in one of these slips that Lynn made for me. I mean, you can see it's pretty much formed in my pocket to that, and it's beautiful. But this is the standard one in the black Celador. You get that beautiful orange peeler on there, which I have sharpened with sort of the serrated sharpener and put a nice little edge down here, and it works perfectly for a package opener. You also got the nice long main blade on there, which is great. The only change I would make to this, if I was sort of remaking my own, is I would swap this side round, so you'd have the key ring at the bottom rather than being at the top by the blade, because, I mean, if you've got it on your keys, it's a pain in the ass. But I generally just have a little landed on like that just to pull them out of the slip. So, not really a bother. We've also got a pen blade on there as well, which is superb. And then the two back tools, we have the scissors, and we also have that nail file, nail cleaner, manicure tool sort of thing. And that's absolutely fantastic as well. And this is the modern style one with the lines. The older style, you will get this sort of crosshatch design. Now I find this version a lot better. So if you go into antique markets or flea fairs, anything like that, take a look out. I mean, it works perfectly well, but I prefer this type. And that all in a 74mm package. And it's got a load of stuff on there you will definitely use, something you may use, but there's nothing on there that I'd say you would never use. So that's why it's coming in at number 3 for me. Coming in at number 2, and this might be a massive shock, but I know you all know I love it, the Victorinox Compact. Now this is the original one, the first one I picked up. It just has some different scales on. I found some with a bear on and I really liked it, so we have the bear Compact. And you know, I like it because it's the bare necessities. It's all you really need. It sort of makes sense. And I actually really like the white covers on this, despite me having the grubbiest hands known to man. But it's a 2-layer design. It's the slimmest 91mm you're going to get with the scissors on there as well. And it's the main blade and the combo tool. And that pretty much takes the place of the entire opening layer just on this one tool. You get the cap lifter, the can opener, flathead screwdriver, wire bender, all that sort of good stuff. And the thing I love about this one, you get a file, but it's on the back of the parcel hook just here, which is pretty neat. Not the best to use, it can be a little bit fiddly, but you know, it does work. And you also get the corkscrew with the pin and the little eyeglasses screwdriver, toothpick, tweezers, and a pen on the exterior as well. Now this is probably my most carried Victorinox Swiss Army knife of all time. Well, of recent years. I carried a climber for the good part of 10 years when it was my only knife in my collection, but since sort of collecting, the Compact has been pretty much my go-to. It's fantastic and I absolutely love it. But there is one that I prefer more to this, and it might come as a shock to you because I don't really show it off too much, and it is the Ranger. Now I have updated this one. The old scales were tired and grotty, so I put some of the jelly red scales on here, but this is an older one. You can see there's no parcel hook on the back, and I love this knife. This knife either lives in my car or on my toolbox out in the workshop, and I use it all the time. Scoring, the file on here is fantastic. You get the scissors, the little wood saw is fantastic. I know I've got bigger saws in there, but if it's just a small job, the saw is absolutely perfect for that. Again, the opening layer, we have, as I mentioned, the saw, which again is great for a small job. It's not fantastic for any sort of large logs. As you can see, we're only about 3 inches, but in a pinch, it will help. And we have the large file, if I can remember which way that opens, which is here. Again, absolutely fantastic. You can use it for your nails, wood, plastic, metal, anything, it works. And the metal saw on the back isn't actually terrible. You can use it. I would have thought it'd have been a bit terrible with the, you know, the softer steel, but it's pretty good. And we have scissors on there as well. Nice big set of shears. And then we have the main blade and the pen blade on the back. And you can see how much this has been used. Put my own edge on it, nice. This one I've laid back a little bit. It might be about a 20 degrees just because I wanted it scalpel sharp. And whereas this blade here, I've got more of a toothy edge on it. But again, absolutely beautiful. And you can see how much that blade's been used. It's scratched, used, abused. It's just a perfect Victorinox Swiss Army knife for me. Now, I know there's other models that you're all going to like differently, but I would love to know in the comments which are your 5 favourite or the 5 best Victorinox Swiss Army knives for you. For me, we have this lineup here. We have the Pioneer, we have the Cadet, we have the Executive, the Compact, and the Ranger. Now, I've tried to keep as many readily available models in there as possible. I know the Executive is discontinued, but they are readily available on the secondary market. I've come across 5 in the last couple of months. But there are models that I would love to come back, like the Yeoman is absolutely fantastic. I don't know why they got rid of it. But other honourable mentions, we have the 58mm Rambler. The Pioneer X is fantastic. It's just a bit too much money when you don't really need the scissors. What else have we got? Climber again is fantastic. That's a sentimental one for me. That will always be number 1 in my heart, but not for use because it doesn't have all the tools I would like. But give me some of your favourite ones as well. I love to hear what you guys have been carrying. As always, please hit the like button, ring the bell to be made aware of notifications when they drop, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.